Very good morning to all of you. Welcome to mathematics class of grade 8 and this is my lecture number 3 of chapter number 2 linear equations in one variable. So let us see now the topics to be covered in this lecture number 3. So dear children, these are the topics which I am going to cover in this lecture number 3. Firstly, we shall recall the topics which we have studied in the previous lecture. After that, I shall discuss how to solve equations having the variable on both the sides. So this is the new topic of this lecture number 3, and before this we shall recapitulate the concepts we have studied in lecture number 2. So let us get started with the recapitulation of the previous concepts. In the previous lecture, dear children, we have learnt about application of linear equations. Under this topic, we have learnt how to solve the word problems. Let us recall the steps and the definition of word problems. What are word problems? Problems stated in words are called word or applied problems. And the steps to solve the word problems are, first of all, we should translate the words of the problems into an algebraic equation. So this is the first step. The very first step is, first of all, translate the words of the problem into an algebraic equation. And then what is the second step? The second step is solve the resulting equation. So these are the two steps which you are supposed to keep in mind while solving the word problems, and which comes under the category of applications of linear equations. So I am explaining, or we will be recalling this topic with the help of an example. So I am taking an example. The word problem says the difference between two whole numbers is 66. This is the difference given between two whole numbers. The ratio of the two numbers is 2:5. The difference, I am speaking it again, the difference between two whole numbers is 66. The ratio of the two numbers is 2:5. What are the two numbers? We are supposed to find two numbers. Their ratio is given to us and their sum is with us. Now, dear children, since I am doing the solution of this word problem, since the ratio of two numbers is 2:5, we can take one number to be 2x and another number will be 5x. So, why we have written 2x and 5x? Because the ratio between the two numbers is 2:5. So we can take one of the number as 2x and the other number as 5x. So one number you can write equals 2x. Let one number equals 2x. Another number or the other number equals 5x. Now the difference between the two numbers is given to us, that is 66. So the equation will be 5x minus 2x, that is equal to 66. So it is very easy to solve this equation. Now we have completed the first step. The first step was to translate the word problem into an algebraic equation. We have translated the word problem into this equation. Now it's time to move to second step. And what is the second step? We are supposed to solve this equation. As these are like terms, so 5x minus 2x will give you 3x, that is equal to 66. After that, what you are supposed to do? After that, you are supposed to find the value of x. So x will be equal to 66 divided by 3. So that will be equal to 22. So your x is 22. Now, as we have taken the numbers as 2x and 5x, so we are supposed to multiply this x by 2 as well as by 5 to get the numbers. So now multiplying this x, that is 22, by 2x and 5x to get the numbers. So we have calculated x as 22. So one number will be equal to 2 into 22, that will be equal to 44. Other number will be equal to 5 into 22, that will be equal to 110. So these are the two numbers. One number will be 44, another number will be 110, and we can verify this also, as the difference of these two numbers was given to us as 66. Let us verify this. Now I am subtracting these two numbers. So what is their difference? It is 66. So our answer is also verified. So these are the two required numbers. This is how, dear children, you are supposed to solve the word problems. So now let us move to the main topic of this lecture number 3. That is, we shall learn how to solve the equations having the variables on the both the sides. So this is the main topic of today's lecture, that we shall learn now how to solve the equations having the variable on both the sides. Dear children, an equation is the equality. An equation is the equality of the values of two expressions. This is how we have learned in the previous lectures, that an equation is the equality of the values of two expressions. In the equation 2x minus 3 is equal to 7, the two expressions are, this is our one expression and this is our second expression. In most of the examples, dear children, we have come across that right hand side is always a number, is just a number, which we have studied in exercise 2.1. But now in this exercise 2.3, or in this topic, we need to have the expressions with both the expressions on both the sides. So it means right hand side will now be not a number, will not be a number just in this exercise 2.3. There can be another expression on this right hand side also. So the example 2x minus 3 is equal to x plus 2 has the expression with the variable on both the sides. You can see we have solved these types of expressions, these types of equations in exercise 2.1, where right hand side was just a number. But here in this topic, that is for exercise 2.3, right hand side will also be an expression like this. This is an expression on the left hand side. This is again an expression on the right hand side. So this is how we will be learning how to solve the equations having the variable on both the sides. You can see variable is present on both the sides. Earlier it was on the right hand side, there was just a number present. Now the variable is present on both the sides. So we will be learning how to solve these types of equations now in this topic. Let us consider an example. Solve 2x minus 3 equal to x plus 2. Now, dear children, what you are supposed to do, you are supposed to take variable on one side. Like I am taking the variable on left hand side. So 2x is already present with me on the left hand side. Now I am going to shift this x to the left hand side, or I am transposing this x to the left hand side. So here it is plus x, now it will be minus x. Further, that will be equal to 2. 2 will remain as it is on the right hand side. Now this minus 3 will, when it will be transposed to the right hand side, it will be plus 3. Now these are two like terms. So 2x minus x will be x only, and 2 plus 3 is 5. So this is the solution of our equation. Now this is how you can solve. This is a very simple way. What I have done here in this example, I have just taken the variable on one side. It can be on the right hand side, it can be on the left hand side, but I am taking it on the left hand side. So x, which was on the right hand side, I have transposed it to the left hand side. So it will be 2x minus x. 2, it was already present on the right hand side. Minus 3, which was present on the left hand side, has been transposed to the right hand side with the plus sign. So it will be 2x minus x, that will be x, that is equal to 2 plus 3, that is 5. So this is the way we are going to solve the equations having the variables on both the sides. Now I am discussing questions of exercise 2.3 with you. Now I am going to discuss NCERT exercise 2.3. Question is, solve the following equations and check your results. In this exercise 2.3, we are supposed to check our results also. Let us see now how we are supposed to proceed. I am taking question number 1. Question number 1 is 3x is equal to 2x plus 18. As I told you, you can take the variable on one side. So this 3x will remain as it is on the left hand side. 2x, which was on the right hand side, I am transposing it to the left hand side, and 18 will remain as it is on the right hand side. So 3x minus 2x, you will be getting x, that is equal to 18. Now as it is given to us, or it is being asked in the question, that we are supposed to verify our results. How will you verify this result? Basically, you are supposed to put the value of this variable on both the sides. This was the original equation given to us. So what I am going to do, I am first putting the value of x on the left hand side. So it is 3x, that is equal to 3 into 18, that will be equal to 54. So this is our left hand side. Now let us talk about right hand side. Right hand side is 2x plus 18. So I am putting the value of x as 18, that is 2 into 18 plus 18. So what it is equal to? It will be equal to 54. So you can see, dear children, left hand side is equal to right hand side, hence verified. So you can write in the end, as left hand side is equal to right hand side, hence verified. So we have verified our solution. This is how you are supposed to do the verification. Once you have calculated the value of the variable, put it back in both the sides of the equation, and then verification can be done. If the left hand side answer and the right hand side answers are not equal, then we can say you should come to know that your solution is incorrect. Or sometimes it may not be equal, then you can write not verified. Let us discuss question number 2. Now, question number 2 is 5t minus 3 is equal to 3t minus 5. So, what is the variable present? T. So, I am writing the variable terms on the left hand side. So, 5t, here it will be transposed to the left hand side. It will be minus 3t. Minus 5 will remain as it is. This minus 3 will be transposed to this side. So, it will be plus 3. Now 5t minus 3t, it will be 2t, that is equal to minus 5 plus 3, you will be getting minus 2. So t is equal to minus 2 by 2, that is equal to minus 1. So the value of t is equal to minus 1. Now we are supposed to verify this result also. So let us put this value of t as minus 1 on the left hand side first. I am putting the value on the left hand side first. So left hand side is This is the original equation. We are supposed to put the value in this equation. 5t minus 3. So it will be 5, t is equal to minus 1 as we have calculated, minus 3. Further it will be 5 minus 1 is, 5 into minus 1 is minus 5, minus 3. So your answer will be minus 8. So this is how you can solve left hand side. Now let us talk about right hand side. Right hand side is minus 5, sorry, it is 3t minus 5. Now put the value of t as minus 1. It will be 3 into minus 1 minus 5. 3 into minus 1 is minus 3 minus 5. That is equal to minus 8. So dear children, you have seen that left hand side result is equal to right hand side. This is minus 8. This is also minus 8. So you can write hence verified. Let us talk about question number 3. Question number 3 is 5x plus 9 is equal to 5 plus 3x. Here the variable is x. So I am writing the variable on left hand side, 5x. It will be minus 3x, that is equal to 5 plus, sorry, it will be minus 9. So 5x minus 3x is 2x. 5 minus 9 is equal to minus 4. That is equal to x is equal to minus 4 divided by 2. That is equal to minus 2. So the value of the variable x is equal to minus 2. Now we are supposed to verify the result. So I am putting the value of x as minus 2 on the left hand side. Left hand side is 5x plus 9. So I am writing left hand side first, 5x plus 9. So it will be 5 into minus 2 plus 9. 5 into minus 2 is minus 10 plus 9. So the answer will be minus 1. So the answer is minus 1 after solving the left hand side. Let us talk about right hand side. Right hand side is 5 plus 3x. This is our original equation. So this is our right hand side, that is 5 plus 3x. Now putting the value of x as minus 2. 5 plus 3 into minus 2. 5 minus 6. 3 into minus 2 will be minus 6. So your result will be minus 1. So you can see here in this question also, left hand side is equal to right hand side, hence verified. So our result is correct, that is x is equal to minus 2. Now I am going to discuss question number 4. Question number 4 is 4z plus 3 equal to 6 plus 2z. Now what should be the first step? To shift the variable on one side. I am shifting it on left hand side, 4z. This is plus 2z. So it will be minus 2z when it will be transposed to left hand side. Here it is 6. As it is plus 3, so it will be minus 3. Now 4z minus 2z is equal to 2z. Further it is equal to 6 minus 3, that is equal to 3. So z will be equal to 3 by 2. So dear children, what I have done, I have just shifted this 2z on the left hand side, or transposed this 2z to the left hand side. So it will be 4z minus 2z equal to 6 minus 3. 4z minus 2z, you will be getting 2z, that is equal to 3. So z will be equal to 3 by 2. Now I need to do the verification also. So I am putting the value of z is equal to 3 by 2 on the left hand side. This is our main equation which is given to us in the question. So 4z plus 3. This is our left hand side. Putting the value of z now, 4 into 3 by 2 plus 3. So this 2 will get cancelled out with this 4. It will be 2. 2 into 3 you will be getting 6 plus 3, and your final answer will be 9. So after solving left hand side, you are getting answer as 9. Let us talk about right hand side now. Right hand side is 6 plus 2z. So it will be 6 plus 2z. Now it will be 6 plus, putting the value of z as 3 by 2 into 3 by 2. So that is, this 2 will get cancelled out with this 2. Now 6 plus 3 you will be getting answer as 9. So dear children, here in this question also, you can see that left hand side is equal to right hand side, hence verified. Hence our result is verified. This is how you are supposed to write down at the end of this question number 4, or I should say for all the questions of exercise 2.3. Now I am going to discuss question number 5, that is 2x minus 1 is equal to 14 minus x. Now again the variable is x. I am transposing it to left hand side. So it will be 2x. This is minus x. When it will be transposed to the left hand side, it will be plus x. Now 14. This will be plus 1. Now it will be 2x plus x is equal to 3x. That is equal to 15. So you will be getting a x value as 15 divided by 3, that is equal to 5. Now we need to do the verification. So this is our original equation that is given to us. Left hand side is 2x minus 1. So I am putting the value of x as 5 on the left hand side, that is 2x minus 1. 2 into 5 minus 1. 2 into 5 is 10 minus 1, and you are getting answer as 10 minus 1 is 9. So this is the value you are getting after putting the value of x on the left hand side. Now let us solve the right hand side. Right hand side is 14 minus x. It is 14 minus x. Now 14 minus 5. 14 minus 5 is 9. So left hand side is equal to right hand side, hence verified. This is how you are supposed to write at the end of all the questions of exercise 2.3. So dear children, what we have discussed in this lecture number 3 is, first of all, we have recapitulated the word problems. After that, we have learned how to solve the equations having the variables on both the sides. Now it's time for the homework from NCERT book. Dear children, as we have discussed question number 1 to 10 in the previous lecture, I hope you must have completed. After that, you are supposed to complete question number 11 to question number 16 of exercise 2.2 in your homework notebooks. And you are supposed to complete question number 1 to 5 of exercise 2.3 in your homework notebooks. These questions I have discussed in this lecture. So these are your classwork questions which you are supposed to do along with the questions of 2.2 exercise, that is from question number 11 to question number 16. I hope, dear children, you will be able to solve these two exercises questions. So that's all for today. Thank you so much.